Guys, we got a jam-packed video for you guys. We got a surprise record order surge for the Onvo L60 of all cars. And also Xiaomi gets desperate. We're going to talk about all of that in this video. But first of all, insurance registrations. For last week, Onvo L90 had 2,540 compared to Li Auto L9's 970 and i8's 950. This is very nice, and Onvo L90 numbers actually increased 200 from the week before, so that's pretty nice. And then overall, we see Onvo had 4,100 insurance registrations, and the whole Nio group had 7,500 insurance registrations. So just slightly better than the week before, but what you are seeing is that some people are canceling their Nio branded cars, buying the Nio ES8. But according to market insiders, there has been a 30% increase in orders of the Onvo L60, putting August orders of the Onvo L60 at its record highest number ever. Okay, and this increase in orders of the Onvo L60 is all thanks to interest in Onvo L90. Now, this market insider has also confirmed that some Onvo L90 Ultra version buyers are switching to the ES8 because the price of Onvo L90 with the battery Ultra version fully spec'd $316,999 is slightly more expensive than the battery rental version of the brand new ES8 entry level, which is also called a luxury version, $308,800. So people are switching indeed. So right now the dynamic of the product is simply, if your budget is $400K and above, you buy the ES8. If it's $300K and above, you buy the ES8 with battery rental. If your budget is below that, around $200K, you buy the Onvo L90. If you have a smaller family, you buy the Onvo L60, or if your budget is lower than that, you buy the Onvo L60. And then if your budget is way lower, you buy the Firefly car. Now, there remains to be very impressive in-store walk-in volume. Even you see some of the Li Auto stores, the lights are closed, and it's basically like 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. The lights are closed, but Onvo store and Nio store continue to be busy. Now, let's talk about why Xiaomi is getting desperate, because they are losing a lot of orders, and they're doing something that is unprecedented. All right, so this video that I found online really exemplifies what's happening. Okay, so basically, existing Xiaomi YU7 customers with pre-orders are switching en masse, and what's basically happening is they have the 5,000 non-refundable deposit, and they look at the ES8, like this guy, he checked out the ES8, and then it's like, holy crap, this is way too good. And then the sales rep tells you, that 5,000 Xiaomi deposit, we can give you 5,000 discount for your car, basically. And this guy, he got persuaded and decided to buy the ES8. And this is happening en masse, not just with this guy, but everybody, a lot of people. And this has caused Xiaomi to get extremely desperate, to the extent that they've done something that is unprecedented. All right, Xiaomi is now requiring customers to pay full price for the car before it even rolls out of the factory. Yeah, because they're losing orders like that to cars like the ES8, right? Because of this like deposit sort of stealing customers, so to speak. Because from Nio's perspective, this guy, he's going to buy the YU7, right? So if we do nothing, he's going to buy the YU7. Why not just gain this extra sale, right? We're going to gain this extra sale, and yes, we give 5,000 RMB discount. Oh, this also applies for Tesla as well. If you have a Tesla 10,000 RMB discount, they're going to give you 10,000 RMB off of your Nio purchase so that they can steal that order. That's how cutthroat it is, man. So Xiaomi has gotten so desperate, they're requiring customers to pay full price of the car when the car isn't even produced. And of course, that has gotten a lot of Xiaomi customers super pissed, because they have no idea when the car is going to be delivered, and they're requiring to pay the full amount. And Xiaomi's excuse is, if you don't pay, then we're not going to put you in order. We're going to put people that have paid in order and produce their cars first. And there's nowhere on the contract that says you have to pay full price for the car before it even rolls out of the factory. There's nowhere. But Xiaomi is getting that damn desperate. And a lot of people have been saying this is sort of like how the real estate bubble here in China happened, man. It's like Evergrande with a lot of these housing companies. You pay for the house that hasn't even been built, and then during the process, something happens. They run out of money, and the apartment isn't even built, and then, you're left without a house. And people have been comparing Xiaomi's situation to this, saying that this is absolutely ridiculous. And there, you see, he pre-ordered the ES8. Basically, he's going to give up his Xiaomi YU7 order, and his justification is pretty interesting. All right, so for the Xiaomi YU7 Max, it's $350,000, 350,000 RMB, and then the ES8 Bass battery rental version is 300,000. So from his perspective, that would be equivalent to basically buying the ES8 Bass and then renting the battery for 5 years would be the same price as the YU7 Max version. So this is kind of like a no-brainer for him. Like, of course, like comparing the specs and everything with the YU7 is just cannot compare with the ES8, especially in that price of 300,000 ish. So from his perspective, very logical, and he just says all the specs are way better on the ES8, and this is basically successfully stealing an order from the Xiaomi YU7 basically. So this is happening not just with Xiaomi, it's happening with everybody. All right, people ordered Li Auto i8. You have a deposit for that, it's okay, we'll give you that discount. You buy our car, you have a Model Y order, it's okay, we'll give you a discount for that car. And of course, Nio is stealing a lot of these guys' orders. That's absolutely fantastic because these orders are never theirs to begin with, right? So this is extra sales, more sales for Nio, which is definitely very nice. So overall, it seems like good times are coming. Good times are here. Finally, Onvo L9 gets more brand recognition thanks to Onvo L90. And as a result, Onvo L60 orders have also increased because people also check out that car. And it's so cheap and with so many features and so spacious. Why buy a Model Y when you can buy that car? So that's very nice. Good to see Onvo L60 also do very well, because we kind of expected this car to, not do too well after what happened. But this is nice. So going forward, I do expect Nio brand orders to decline a little bit in anticipation for the ES8 because people are all buying the ES8. But Onvo carrying everybody. Onvo L90 doing well. Onvo L60 also doing well. This is very nice. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.